For that cattle drive, so let's check in with meteorologist Barrett Vincent in our Storm Watch Weather Center. Decent weather for the cattle drive, or we're seeing your map in pink here.
Did you say the cattle drive's today, right?
Happening today.
Yes.
You're new here. They're going to bring cows down the street. You got to see it.
Yeah, I'll have to make a trip out there. I mean, it's going to be a warm one, so definitely bring some water if you're going to be going to that. But then we get to look forward to a cool weekend. So like I said, we've seen the midweek warming trend continue, but today's the last day of those 90s, so enjoy cooler conditions after today. But red flag warnings take over the entire state today from dry air and increased winds. You can see that yellow air mass signifying how dry it is, and that will be the case today with low humidity values and increased wind speeds. Winds gusting around 25 miles an hour consistently this afternoon. Wind-prone areas like the Washoe Valley, Virginia City, seeing chances to get 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts today. Tomorrow, the same thing, but a bit even breezier tomorrow with wind speeds increasing maybe past 25 miles per hour. So fire weather will continue tomorrow, even though we will see those cooler conditions. As far as today, though, mostly upper 80s for those neighborhood temperatures. Closer to downtown and the airport sees 90s, but mostly upper 80s, so a few degrees cooler than yesterday. The last day of that southwesterly flow is today. That's warm air on the way before this low pressure off the northwest tracks in, and it's tracking a little bit southeast towards the basin, hence a lot cooler conditions in store going into the weekend. 92 degrees today, though, so still quite warm out there. Temperatures this morning in the mid 60s with 64 degrees walking out the door, on the way to those 90s shortly after that. Right at lunchtime, we'll see 86 degrees, so we'll warm up pretty quick again today, just like yesterday, but just a few degrees cooler than yesterday. 55 degrees tonight to go about the overnight hours, and then 70s tomorrow, so dropping off pretty significantly in temperature. This is what we've been wanting, at least myself, because we've seen a very warm pattern throughout most of the past few weeks. I mean, we haven't seen much for anything getting beneath 80 degrees. A beautiful sunrise so far this morning up at Lake Tahoe with clear skies out there on the radar. We'll be seeing a continuation of clear skies close to home today. With a bit of cloud coverage pushing north mostly of I-80 as well as to the central part of the state. Maybe a light isolated system north of I-80 in Elko County. And then we'll see a continuation of clear skies for Reno tomorrow. Hopefully some of those clouds off the Sierra push south, but most of the clouds initiating in northern California will have some chances for showers with about a 15 to 30% chance of northern Washoe County. Maybe a few rumbles of thunder here and there tomorrow afternoon, as most of that cloud coverage will favor north of I-80 tomorrow. 83 degrees today at Lake Tahoe, as we'll see warm conditions continue, getting chilly overnight in the 40s, but trees still the main concern for your allergies out there today as temperatures rise to the upper 80s in Ely and Austin, as well as 98 degrees in Hawthorne. Further north, temperatures remain in the 90s with 97 in Fallon, 95 Battle Mountain. Today, Reno seeing 91 degrees with 90s out in Carson City and 70s towards Lake Tahoe. Tomorrow, 70s return, so looking forward to those cooler temperatures in store as summer arrives, cooler conditions arrive. How about that? 90s today, though, so let's get through the last day of spring with 90s before cooling off into the weekend.
We got heat shock this week, and we're going to get cold shock when that temperature drops.
Yeah, right. I mean, I haven't seen 70s in over a month, it seems like. So really looking forward to tomorrow.
But I will embrace it. Give it a big old hug.
Yes.
Say, come here. We missed you, pal.
Right? And I mean, it's even going to increase, or I guess decrease even more in Saturday. So 50s and 60s, 50s to Lake Tahoe.
I know. I wonder if it's going to feel like cold because of how hot it's been. You know, it's been consistent like 90s, 80s, 60s. Like, am I going to feel the need to throw on a sweatshirt? I don't know.
Maybe. Keep the sweatshirt handy.
That could be it. Thanks, Barrett.